Okay, the next example is another quadratic, 6x squared minus 11x minus 10, and this time it's it's a quadratic because the highest power is 2, but the difference between this one and the different the other quadratic, you've got the number in front of x squared is not 1, or another word, a is not 1, so we call it harder quadratic. So the first step in here, we're going to multiply the number in front of x squared, or the coefficient of x squared, multiplied by the constant, which is negative 10. So multiply them together, we've got negative, just write it that way, negative 60. And now we're going to write the factors, pairs of factors that give you negative 60. So it could be 6 and 10, negative 6 and 10. Remember, it's negative 60. Negative 30 and 2, or it could be negative 2 and 30. But we keep in mind, while we're writing the factors, we need to look for the factor that we add them up, give me negative 11, which is the coefficient of x. So we've got 12 and 5, we still, 12, negative 12 and negative 12 and 5, that give me negative 30, so sorry, negative 13, so still we're not getting the 11, so we'll keep trying. Oh, we got 15 and 4, so yeah, the difference between those two numbers is 11, so those are the factors that we're looking for. So we're looking for the difference between those two numbers are 11, because they are different signs. So we're going to choose, obviously, the negative 15 and 4, because if we add negative 15 plus 4, we get the negative 11. So bingo, we found it. So the next step is we're going to rewrite these expressions, but this time instead of we're going to write negative 11x, we're going to write negative 15x plus 4x. Always write the big number first. So negative 15x plus 4x minus 10. Next step, we're going to call it group factorization. So just remember that whatever we've done, this is a side working, so you can work it on a piece of paper or on the side, so it's not part of your answers. It's your working out. So group factorization means I'm going to take the first two terms and factorize it, and that second two terms and factorize them separately. So how we factorize them? We factorize them as a normal factorization. We look for the common factors. So I've written 3x, but the way to find them out, if you want to write the working out, is 6 comes from 3 times 2, and x is x times x. 15 comes from 3 times 5, and that's x. So as we said before, that we're gonna circle the common factors. So I've got 3 and x is a common between the two terms. So I'm gonna write whatever I circled outside the brackets. So that's why I've written 3x. Open a bracket. Whatever that's not circled, you write it inside the bracket. Or you can just divide the term by the factor, whichever is easier for you. So it's 2x minus 5. Now, the next set of terms that we're going to factorize, 4 comes from 2 times 2, 10 comes from 5 times 2, so the common factor is 2. Again, we circle it, we write the positive 2 outside the brackets, and whatever left is 2x for the first term, the next one is 5. It's important when you come to the end of this step, you check that your brackets are exactly the same. Terms exactly the same, signs are exactly the same. So for example, if the second bracket, it was 2x plus 5, then you've done something wrong. So it must be 2x minus 5, both brackets exactly the same. If they are not exactly the same, you have to go back and check that that group factorizations, is it correct, or you missed a factor or something. So now the bracket comes out as a common factor. What's ever left, we write them in the second bracket. So the second bracket will have 3x for the first term and 2 for the second term. And that's the end of our factorization for this quadratic. Again, you check your answer by expanding. Okay, thank you.